little butterflies, welcome back to my channel Butterfly MUA. If you're new here, hi, my name is Mercedes. I'm the face behind Butterfly MUA, and if you are new, please consider hitting that subscribe button. At 100 subscribers I will be doing a giveaway, and if you're not new, hi, welcome back. So recently I took part in Liptember, which was a month-long challenge to wear lipstick every single day in the hopes of raising awareness for women's mental health. You could donate, or you could just try and raise awareness of it through your social media channels. So I did that, and I have to say I had so much fun. It was really interesting looking at other people's stories and seeing how Liptember has helped them, and just seeing how all these different sort of mental health charities and organisations really reach out to women and help them. So I think it's a great thing to do for the month of September. Sorry, a bit chilly today, like literally the weather has just turned. It's gone from winter to winter. No, summer to winter, literally like in a week, and our summer wasn't really summer this year. So, but today's video is an Apocalips. So I got this idea from Kat from Beauty News. She has her own channel, and she has done like a year-long, or it's going to be a year-long, Apocalipse episodes where she's taking lipsticks from her collection, putting them through their paces, seeing which one she wants to keep and which one she doesn't. And I want to do the same thing, but mine's going to be slightly different. So she has about 500 lipsticks in her collection. I have about 200. At my last count I had about 150, but I have been given some more and I've bought some more, so I could possibly have around 200, maybe a little bit less. But yeah, I have gone through and worn them through the month of Liptember, and I thought what a great way to sort of get notes and ideas on what I do and don't like. I need to do a part 2 because I haven't done my whole collection. Here are all the lipsticks I have tried so far in my Revolution and Harley Quinn makeup bag. It's come in handy. So I have written down notes as well, because I was like, there's no way I am going to remember whether or not I like each and every lipstick. So I have written down notes, so if I look down at all, I'm not being rude, I'm just trying to get it in my mind whether I like it or not. So let's put that there because you're quite heavy, and I'm not going to do it in any particular order. I'm just going to grab one out the bag and see what happens. So the first one is the Revolution and DC Comics Harley Quinn lip gloss. So I found this quite difficult to get on with. It's a highly pigmented gloss, but because it doesn't dry down, it looked a bit patchy. And in my notes I have put a nice colour but disappointing formula. Again, this is a nice peachy nude shade, but applied patchy. It sort of parted on my lips and looked like I'd missed bits when applying it, and it got on my teeth really easily, which is not a great look, is it? And yeah, it didn't dry down and it was really slippy slidey. So that's what I've written down about how I found this lip gloss to be. Now I do have the Friends lip glosses, which I'll have to do in my next Apocalipse because I haven't got around to using all those, and they are quite highly pigmented, but they feel different. This one, very heavy. But in saying I'm not overly impressed with the formula, I'm not going to get rid of it, because paired up with the Xoxo lip liner, so I put the lip liner on first, then applied this over the top. I then found that the pigment stayed, it didn't slippy slide down like around as much, and it was a lot more wearable. So I think with this gloss, if you wear it with a lip liner underneath that gives it a bit of pigment underneath, when this fades it doesn't look so patchy and really in your face that it's not worked how it should. So I'm gonna keep it because wearing it with the lip liner is good, but it is not my favourite formula, and I wouldn't recommend wearing it on its own, but you know, it's okay. Okay, so the next lipstick I have is a Misguided lipstick in bullet form, which is Spill the Tea. So this is a really nice sort of nude lip shade. I think I kind of like it, but it's not my everyday lipstick. So on my notes I have put a My Lips But Better creamy nude lipstick. If you apply quite a lot, it can look quite light nude on me, but if I do just a couple of swipes, it's My Lips But Better. Can apply quite sheer in places, doesn't last at all on the inner section of my lips, has a nice smell like a grape gel pen. Texture does feel nice, smooth and silky, doesn't last very long, but again, if you pair it with a lip liner, it does give it that bit of extra lasting power. I do like this, so I'm going to keep it. Maybe later on, if I find that I have something with a better formula than this that's in a similar shade, then I might consider decluttering this one. But for now, I do like it. It's quite bougie looking. If you can hear coughing, my husband is downstairs. Yeah, so you know, I do kind of like this, but I'm gonna keep it for now. So the next one is a liquid lip. So this is the Revolution Times Roxy liquid lip in London. So it's a nice sort of brown shade. It's not too dark, but it's not too light. It's kind of perfect for me. I find some brown shades can look quite jarring on me. This one is not. I like it. So on my notes I have put a great nude brown matte liquid lip, long lasting, even after eating food, dries down to a powdery matte texture. Great dupe for Jeffree Star. So yeah, I actually really stand by what I've written in my notes, that this is a great dupe. I actually love Jeffree Star Cosmetics liquid lips. I'm not a fan of him, and I'm not a fan of his brand anymore, but I did find his liquid lips to be really, really good. The Kylie Cosmetics ones didn't really work very well on me, but I will do them in my next Apocalypse. But the Roxy and Revolution ones, they are really damn good. I have another one as well which I tried, and I'm keeping both. This is just gorgeous. It's a really nice brown shade, and I find it to be quite a warm tone brown, which is why I think I get on with it so well. It smells really sweet as well. I really like the scent, but it doesn't last very long, so if you don't like scents in makeup, it's not going to last forever. It dissipates, it's fine, but I really enjoy this formula. So if you're no longer buying from Kylie or Jeffree Star for whatever reason and you're looking for a good dupe, the Roxy and Revolution ones, fantastic. So next up, another Revolution lipstick, but this time it's with Soph. So this is the one in Cake. So I have put a lovely satin silky smooth lippy and a nice pinky toned nude. Love this, feels hydrating on the lips. So this one, Cake, and there's another one, Syrup. I love, I adore. I'm wearing one of them on my lips today, but I can't actually remember which one I picked up. I believe it could be this one, Cake, but I could be wrong. But I always, if I'm going out the door and I want a quick nice lippy that's going to apply and look really nice and hydrating, I grab this one every single time. It's just gorgeous. It goes with a lot of eye looks as well. It's just a really nice toned lipstick. It's gorgeous. If I'm gonna reach the end of a lipstick at any point in my life, it is going to be this one. So I have used quite a lot, as you can see. Yeah, definitely keeping this one because it is gorgeous and I love it. So next up I have the other Roxy and Revolution liquid lip. So this is the one Tokyo, definitely a lot more pinky toned. But I adore this one. I wear this one a lot more than I wear London. That is definitely more of a brown tone nude, whereas this is a lovely gorgeous pink. But I don't know how to describe it. The texture is really nice. It dries down quite quickly, can feel a little bit powdery, but I don't mind that. It doesn't dry down to the point where my lips feel like they're peeling off my face. It's nothing like that, but it just has a really nice formula and way about it. And yeah, like I said before, definitely a dupe for the Jeffree Star ones. This colour is actually, it's beautiful and I love wearing it. It pairs really nicely with most eye looks as well, so yeah, definitely keeping this one. Next up I have the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in Lover. Kind of a similar tone to the Roxy Revolution one, maybe a slight darker, bit more of a berry compared to the pink, but it does wear very pink on me. I really like this, and in my notes what I have put is just one line of does not budge. So this, you apply it, it does not move. You can eat, you can drink, you can have a nap on the sofa. It does not want to move. And even when you go to take your makeup off at night, this sod does not want to come off, and it does leave kind of a bit of a stain, but it's not horrendous, it's fine. But this, if you want a long lasting formula that does not move and looks really pretty, then I would definitely suggest this one. This is just perfect. I love it. Really, really beautiful. I do want to get some of their other shades to try, but obviously I need to cull some more lipsticks before I do that. But this is a great formula. It is quite sticky when you first apply it, but when it dries down, it's not too bad. Next up I have a YSL lip gloss in 104. This is actually a stunning berry gloss, which actually when you first apply it, it looks a bit like a cola coloured lip gloss, but then I don't know whether it's like your body chemicals, whatever, it then changes to more of a berry tone. But I love this, it's really gorgeous. The smell, I love the smell. It just smells really sort of summery and fruity. I really like the doe foot applicator as well. It's completely different to most of the other ones. It hugs your lips and applies product really nice and evenly, and it does have some glittery specks in as well, so when it fades down it leaves like a glittery afterglow, which is actually quite pretty. I do really like this. It was one of my TK Maxx finds, and you know, I just feel so bougie when I wear this because it's YSL. Actually really stunning. So next up I have the next YSL thing in my collection. So this is number 7, and it is a orangey tinted lip oil. So this is actually really stunning. It's very nourishing, very moisturizing. It feels absolutely great on the lips. Really gorgeous. Again, the really cute bougie packaging and the hugging lip doe foot applicator. It looks really orange on here, but actually it's quite toned down when it's on the lips, but it is really nice. So yeah, I'm definitely keeping the pair of these because they are some of my favourites in my collection. When I want something that's a bit more nourishing and is not a lip gloss, I will go for this because it's a nice oil to get moisture back into my lips. So yeah, definitely keeping this one. Next up I have Huda Beauty, and this is a liquid lip in Trophy Wife. So this is a really nice berry toned liquid lip. The only thing is the formula is not my favourite liquid lip formula, so it does dry down, but I find it stays quite like damp for quite some time before it properly dries down, and it's quite a wet runny formula compared to other liquid lip formulas. It's not horrendous. The smell, it smells kind of nice, but it has like an alcohol undertone for me, I find. I don't know whether that's normal, but you know, it's not a bad shade. It is quite pretty. I'm gonna keep it because it's me and I find it really hard to get rid of lipsticks, and I find it really hard to get rid of anything, but you know, I'm gonna keep it for now. If I find I don't really reach for it, then I may consider decluttering it. Why have I done an Apocalypse challenge? Why? Literally everything I have shown you, I am keeping. Next up I have the Missguided lip gloss in Thirsty Thursday. This is okay. It's not my favourite, but it's fine. It smells nice, has some pigment, applies quite sheer, fades quite quickly. Has a bit of a glittery aftertone to it. Like, by aftertone I mean when it fades down it leaves glittery specks. I'm undecided about this one, so I'm going to put it in the maybe pile, because I do have a Kylie Cosmetics and Coco Damn Gina one that I feel looks a bit similar but is better, but that one's stickier and this one is not, so I'm going to compare them in a minute and have a think about it, but I'm undecided on this one. Okay, so this one I'm actually gutted about. So this is a Primark lipstick in You Do You Babe. It's meant to be a dupe for the MAC Velvet Teddy lipstick, and it is stunning, absolutely stunning. It is a gorgeous lip shade, but mine's broken. And I think that is because it's gotten old. So I used to wear this a lot and I found it absolutely stunning. It's one of my favourite lipsticks, and you apply it and it's a little on the drier side of a lipstick than I'm used to, but it dries down quite matte and powdery, but it doesn't look horrendous. But I tried to use this the other day and the texture and the formula has definitely changed. Went to use it and it really dragged and pulled on my lips when I was applying it, letting me know the formula has changed. It doesn't smell off, it smells how it always has smelled, but the formula is just different. And when I went to use it and it really tugged and pulled, it broke. So I'm gonna have to let this one go, even though I'm so sad, because I do love this. It's gorgeous, but it has to go because I can't use it. Really sad. So next up I have another Revolution and Soph lipstick. This is the one in Syrup. Again, I really like this one. I've used this one quite a bit, but not as much as Cake. This one is definitely more of a brownie toned lipstick, whereas the other one was more of a pinky toned, but this is the one I will reach for. If I don't want the pinky toned one, then I will reach for this one for a more brownie nudie toned lipstick. So it's a gorgeous formula, very satin, silky, smooth, feels moisturising on the lips, and I like the cute packaging as well, so I'm going to be keeping that. There was another one in that collection called Fudge, which I find really too dark and jarring for me, which is this one. So I haven't worn this during my Liptember challenge. I might apply it and take a picture and post it here so you can see what it looks like, but this one I am going to get rid of. While it has the nice texture and formula that I love of the other two, the colour I just find doesn't suit me and it looks really jarring. I think on a darker, warmer toned skin tone it would be absolutely stunning and beautiful, but on me it's not for me, so I'm getting rid of this one. Next up I have a Primark lip gloss. So this was part of the Jenna Frooms and Primark collection. This is a really thick gloopy gloss that didn't really last very well. I think it looks really pretty in here, but when it's applied on your lips I didn't like it. So I'm going to get rid of this one just because I don't like the really thick, heavy, gloopy formula. I was walking around the house and like, it's not windy in my house, but my hair was getting caught in my lip gloss. I did not like this one at all, so this one is going. So next up I have my Kylie Cosmetics and Coco lip gloss in Damn Gina. So this is quite a heavy gloss, but it's pretty. The only real downside, other than it being quite heavy, is the applicator is a brush, so it does get a bit sort of broomsticky after a while. It has a nice glittery sparkle to it. In my notes I have put that it's not too sticky. It's sticky, but the stickiness sort of dies down a little bit and it leaves a nice glittery aftertone after it. So I'm just going to reach for my Misguided one and I'm going to swatch them together on my hand and see which one I want to keep, because I really don't need as many as I've got. So that one there is Damn Gina, and the one below it is the Misguided Thirsty Thursday. So they are slightly different tones. This one is a shade darker. No, it's more of a pinky, not even darker. It looks darker like where I'm looking at the camera, but actually I think it's just more pinky toned and this is more orangey toned, and I don't think I like the orangey tone as much, so I think I'm going to get rid of the Misguided one and keep my Kylie Cosmetics Damn Gina. Next up I have my Revolution Relove Baby Gloss in the shade Sweet. So this is a gorgeous rosy toned pink, and it's a little bit heavy and a little bit sticky, but once you've worn it for a little while it then feels like you haven't got as much on, and it does last a little while. It's a gloss, so glosses fade quite quickly, but you can easily reapply. It does have a nice pigmentation to it. I like this. It smells nice as well, a bit coconutty, but it's just this one here. So yeah, really nice pinky rose tone, and yeah, I like this one, so I'm gonna keep this one in my collection. So next up I have a Body Collection England lipstick in Pink Pop. So this is actually a really bright, cute shade, and I do really like it. I would definitely say the texture is more of a balm than a lipstick. It does have some pigment to it. It's very nice, nourishing and moisturising, so I'm going to keep this one. Plus, it's not that expensive. I think these are like £2, depending on where you get them from. But I actually really like the formula and the texture, so very nice. I also recently only just got this in a goodie bag from an event I went to, so I do want to keep it. But yeah, I found it really nice, a nice little balmy lipstick, so gonna keep that. Next I have a Rosso Valentino lipstick in 22R. I have just reviewed this. I love it. It's a gorgeous, stunning Royal Mail red. It's actually really, really gorgeous. I really like the texture, the formula, glides on really nicely. It's a very cute satin, so I'm gonna be keeping this one. Stunning. Next I have the MAC Viva Glam in Miley Cyrus 2. I think I'm going to declutter this one. While the colour is nice, and I do appreciate that it does stand for a very good cause, which was why I purchased it, I have just found the formula's changed a little bit, so I don't know whether it's on its way out. It is quite old in my collection now. It is a nice red shade on the lip, but I find that it has like this weird pilling sensation now, and that the glitters in it are actually quite gritty, so I'm not really enjoying wearing it, so I'm gonna declutter this one. But it was nice when I originally brought it. I just think the formula's changed and I don't want that anymore. And another Misguided lip gloss, which I am going to be decluttering. So this one, I've only had it for a few months. Actually, all my Misguided stuff I've only had for a few months. But I have found that the formula in this seems to have changed and it smells awful. So this is the shade Lemonade. It's just a clear gloss. I wore it the other day and it smelled like vinegar. Now most of the Misguided makeup smells really nice. It smells like grape gel pens. This one, vinegar? No thank you. And I found it to be quite sticky, quite mucky. And it's just a clear gloss. I have another one that I'm actually going to be keeping, so I might as well get rid of this one. There's no point in keeping it if I'm not going to wear it because of the weird, disgusting smell. Next up I have a Makeup Obsession lip topper. It doesn't have a name. It came in the Vibing gift set. I actually really like this, and I actually really enjoy Makeup Obsession's makeup. I think it's good quality, but this is like a lip topper, so you can put like a lipstick on underneath and wear this on top. I've done that. Looks very pretty. I have also worn this on its own as just a gentle pinky gloss. Really, really pretty. Has some pink undertones to it, but it's not overly pigmented. It's in your face, and it has some gold glittery specks to it, which are not gritty. You don't really notice they're there. but when it fades down it does leave a bit of a glitter to your lips, so a bit of a shine, but it's nice. Doesn't last that long, but then it's easy to reapply, so I'm going to keep this because I do like it. Okay, so I have all my I Heart Revolution chocolate lip glosses. These I adore. I love this collection, and I love I Heart Revolution. Their chocolate formula for makeup is stunning. There are a few shades in here though that I'm not going to wear, but most of them I'm going to keep. But I'm going to quickly just black through and show you. So mint chocolate. Smells incredibly minty and yummy and delicious, and I want to eat it. I do like the tone, so I'm going to be keeping this one. It does slightly feel, you know when you have like a mentally lip balm or something that gives you like a plumping sensation, this kind of feels like it, but it doesn't give you plumping, but I'm guessing it's the minty ingredient in it. I'm gonna be keeping this. If you want to know what these all look like anyway, I will link my Chocolate Revolution lip gloss reviews down below. Yeah, love, 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 love. And I also wore it with the mint chocolate chip eyeshadow palette recently. That looked really nice. So the next one I have is Mocha. So this smells like chocolate coffee. Really clever how they did that. I do love me some coffee, but this shade I'm going to declutter because it doesn't suit my skin tone. I think someone with a darker skin tone this would look absolutely gorgeous on, like on my lips, but better. But on me, because it is quite pigmented and it's quite dark, unless I use like a lip liner and try to keep it all within the lines, it looks like I've smeared food and chocolate around my face. But I think for someone with a darker skin tone this would look so much better on them than me. And to be honest, I should have realised that when I bought it. You know, it's a very dark shade, but because it was chocolate and coffee, I wanted to buy it and try it, and something just came through the post. But yeah, I'm going to declutter this one, you know, bye bye, but I'm going to miss it because I love my I Heart Revolution chocolate collection. But if I'm not going to wear it, no point in keeping it. Next up I have Chocolate Brownie, which in my notes I have put is a My Lips But Better Pinky Flush Nude. Flush, I don't know why I put that word, but maybe I meant to put flesh. But maybe flush because maybe, you know, if you have a bit of a blush and your lips sort of pinken up as well, maybe that's what I meant. So I'm going to keep this one because My Lips But Better shade, I need this in my life. Next up I have Berry. So I got this in a Christmas collection. I'm going to declutter it. I'm probably going to give it to my children. It is basically just a clear gloss which looks a bit pinky in the tube, but it really just comes out very clear. Doesn't really have much of a tone to it. It's nice, but I don't really need that in my collection. I have another clear gloss that I'm going to be keeping. This is not it, but I think my kids would enjoy this one, so they can have that one. Next up I have Ginger. So this one in my notes I have put is very similar to Chocolate Brownie in shade and scent. It is nice, it's a cute pinky nude, but so similar to the other one. I don't think I need two of these in my collection, so I'm going to give this to my kids and declutter it. While this one is probably the one I should keep because it's the more limited edition one because it came with a Christmas gift set, the other one is older and I've used it more, whereas this one I've only used a couple of times, so I think germ wise giving it to my children it's not so bad. But yeah, it's nice, but it looks so similar I can't really tell the difference. This one is Chocolate Chip Cookie. So when I first tried it I thought it was going to be very, very, very too pale for me. I find quite pale lip glosses look quite jarring, but I actually quite like it. I think because it's got quite a pinky tone to it, it's not as horrendous as maybe like a flat, more yellow toned pale, 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 pale nude. So this one I am going to keep. Next up I have Honeycomb. This one I'm a bit unsure about, but I'm going to keep it for now because I have the Chocolate Honey palette, which I really want to do a review on my channel, and I want to pair it with this because it's got honey in the name, so I'm going to keep it for now. It is quite a funny tone on me, but it's not horrendous. I can get away with wearing it, but maybe not one I will wear all the time, so I'm going to keep it for now. Do the review on the honey palette eventually. And when I've done that, maybe I'll declutter it or maybe I'll keep it. I'll see how I feel. Next up I have chocolate fudge. So in my notes I have put a true chocolate coloured shade. Very pigmented, maybe better suited to a darker skin tone than mine, maybe a more medium skin tone. I think I'm going to declutter this one because again, I'm not really going to wear it. It looks quite messy on me, but it is a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. So if you have a darker skin tone than mine, this would probably suit you a lot better, and it is a gorgeous formula, as are all the chocolate ones. And I feel really bad for getting rid of my chocolate ones because I love them. But if I'm not going to wear them, there is no point in me keeping them in my collection. So, chocolate orange. I really like the shade, but I don't like the smell. Sorry, I've got an itch by my nose. I don't like the scent. It smells soapy. I'm going to keep it for now because again, I have a mini chocolate orange eyeshadow palette that I would like to pair it with. But I think once I have done that video, I'm probably going to declutter this one, but I'm going to keep it for now for the sake of a video. But I don't like the scent. It's too fake and it's too soapy. So I wouldn't recommend the chocolate orange one. This one is one of my favourites, and this is the cherry, chocolate cherry. I got this in the cherry bauble gift set. Stunning. Love the smell. It smells like cherries. It's really cute and gorgeous. I love this, so I'm definitely going to be keeping it. It's highly pigmented as well. Doesn't look messy when you apply it, so I'm definitely keeping this one. Lastly, we have in the I Heart Revolution chocolate glosses, salted caramel. This is the best smelling one. I really want to eat it. And in my notes I have put it is a gorgeous mid-toned pink, and it has good pigmentation and is really pretty and stunning, so I'm going to be keeping this one. So I have been banging on about keeping a clear lip gloss, but not the other clear lip glosses. The one I'm going to be keeping is the Morphe and Maddie Ziegler gloss in Butterfly Kiss. So it looks really pink in here, but actually it's just a clear gloss. I think it is just the packaging that is slightly pink. And I pair it up with the Morphe and Maddie Ziegler cheek and lip mousse. They actually pair really beautifully. They are stunning together. I don't know why I have a really itchy nose, but I'm going to be keeping these because they are stunning together and I do really like them. Yes, I'm not the biggest fan of Morphe at the moment, but I don't want to declutter stuff just for the sake of decluttering. If I like it, I want to keep it, so I'm going to keep these. Next I have a Dr. Paw lip balm in like hot pink. This is actually really cute. I have been using it quite a bit. I'm not going to declutter it because the dry winter months are coming, so I'm going to need more balms on my lips to keep them hydrated and refreshed. So I'm going to keep this. The hot pinkness to it is not my favourite. I find it a bit strange sometimes. It depends on what makeup I'm wearing. If I'm wearing something quite pinky toned, then I think I can pull this off. If I'm not, I do feel a bit like, oh, it looks a bit odd today. But it's nice. I'm going to use it. I don't see the point in decluttering it because it's nice to have a pinky balm. Although I do have the other one from the Body Collection England. So maybe I will see how I get on with the two and test them out and see which one I want to keep. But for now, I'm going to keep it. Next up, I have a Makeup Revolution lipstick in the shade Rebel with Cause. So this is quite a berry toned lipstick and it smells gorgeous. Like, I got this free with a magazine. I think it was Dare that you can get from like Superdrug and Tesco's. Really pretty, really stunning. So yeah, it has a really nice texture and formula to it. It feels moisturising but does dry down somewhat. It's not too long lasting but applies quite easily. And it's just an unusual shade that I don't really have in my collection. I also like the fact that at the bottom you have like the little bit that you can pull off and dig your fingers into if you really want to. But yeah, I do like this. I'm going to keep this because it's unusual. I don't really have this in my collection. And I do like the formula and the smell. And lastly, I have a number 7 lipstick in Desert Rose. So this is actually one of my favourite number 7 lipsticks. I do have a lipstick quite similar to this. I have the Kylie Cosmetics and Kris Jenner lipstick in Give Me a Kiss, which I find quite similar in tone. I think overall I prefer the Kylie Cosmetics one, but this one is a nice dupe for that. It doesn't last as long, and I have to prep my lips before I wear this. I have to do like the whole lip scrub then put this on, because if I don't, it doesn't wear as well. But it is a nice lipstick. I'm gonna keep it for now. Next time in my Apocalypse adventure, I am going to try and test out my Kylie Cosmetics ones. If I find that I really do just prefer my Kris Jenner one, then I might declutter this one. But this one is actually a really pretty shade and I don't want to get rid of it just yet, so I'm going to wait and see. So out of all the lipsticks I have just shown you, I am getting rid of 10, which I actually think is not too bad considering I am a bit of a hoarder. When it comes to makeup, I find it really hard to get rid of stuff, especially if it has like a special meaning, or I got it from a certain place, or it's got certain memories to it. I do find it hard to get rid of, and as well if it's like a collector's mindset. You know, like the chocolate ones, I am feeling very that I'm getting rid of some. Nearly dropped my notebook. But I feel like I should get rid of some of these. They're just, I don't need them all in my collection. If I'm not going to wear them, there is no point in having them, and someone else in my family might get a bit more joy out of them than I have. It is quite hard doing this whole Apocalypse thing, like going through all your lipsticks is quite a big job. I found it a little bit stressful. Obviously doing Liptember really helped because it meant that I was taking pictures of wearing lipstick for a good cause, but at the same time it is quite hard to keep motivated to wear lipstick every single day. But it has made me realise that I do have lipsticks in my collection that I love and that I want to wear more, that I want to pull out of the makeup box more and use. I think there are a few in there that I could declutter. There are a couple that I wore through Liptember that I haven't featured in this video. Number one, a couple are in my handbag downstairs and I'm too lazy to go down and get them. And number two, I can feature them in next month's Liptember because there's quite Liptember Apocalypse. Because there was quite a lot in this month, I think that if I do too many, like this video is probably already too long as it is, but you know, if I save them for next month, then I'll have a few more to talk about next month instead of all 10 million of them right now. So I'm very happy with the progress I have made. Yes, I haven't decluttered hundreds of them, but I have decluttered 10, which I think is a good round number. But like I said, some of them, you know, if I find that I've got something else better in my collection, then I might consider getting rid of them if they're not as good. There's a couple of the chocolate ones that I want to do in videos with their designated palette. Once I've done that, if I find they're really not my thing, then I can get rid of them. But for now, I'm happy with what I've decluttered and I'm gonna leave it there. Gonna carry on having a play with other lipsticks. Some of the bullet ones you might see come up in a future video. I have a little experiment in mind, so I'm not actually going to pass them on. The lipstick, lip gloss kind of thing, unless they've gone bad, I'm probably going to give to my children because they love playing with my makeup, and this way they have their own and they're not going to get their little paws into mine. So yeah, you might see the bullet lipsticks that I don't want reappearing for an experiment later on in the year. So yes, they're decluttered, but they're going to be experiments, so watch out for that one. So yeah, I'm going to say this video is done. I need to go make me and my husband some lunch because bless him, he's been sitting downstairs for a couple of hours and I said I was only going to be an hour. So I'm going to hop off go make some lunch, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care. Bye.